Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Sun Slapper. How you doing this morning? Hi, I'm excited about this morning. It is Monday. We're in the start of a new week. We're getting ourselves in in game time mode, man. Speaking of game time, man, listen, I don't care what y'all say. And it was only the first game. That's why we call it a season. We just That's why we call it a season. My Lions, man, my Lions. We gonna show up. It's the long haul. It's the long haul. It's the long haul. It is not. It is not. We just ain't gonna take one game and just throw my Lions away. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And Kenny, I'm telling you right now, your Green Bay Packers. Yeah. Irwin, Swerve, sir. Your Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, I'm throwing shots. I'm throwing shots on Sun Slappers. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us. If you haven't had the opportunity, if this is your first time here, joining us here on Sun Slappers, this podcast, this extension of trust in the process. It's for our early goers. It's for the people who set their day early before the sun comes up. And we are intentional about what we're trying to do, and who we are and what God has for us and in store for us. We are true believers and walkers and doers of the word, and we don't hide from that. So if this is the place for you, you are looking for a space where you could begin to understand some of the things that you're going through, that you would like to share, that you would like to help people build in their own lives and be better versions of themselves. This is the place for you. You have found your home. This is the place for you. We are live out of Pontiac, Michigan. And if you haven't had the opportunity to go over to Trust in the Process, Mr. Trust the Process YouTube page, please go over there, like, share, and subscribe over there as well. And if you haven't joined our community, Trust in the Process community, we got 1,500 followers. Please get over there and join right now. Go over there, share, push the follow button, and making sure that you stay engaged to what we have going on in the community in itself. If you're unfamiliar, Trust the Process is a spot where we talk about a few things. We're not on here no more than 10 to 15 minutes, depending on what's kind of going on, and we take things that we've heard from in our previous. People send me things and they say, Gil, can you talk about this or share some things that give your perspective on it? And that's what happens. And then you take that throughout your day. You kind of meditate on it. You kind of think about it, and then you kind of talk about it and discuss it. Drop something in the comments, things of that nature. So we're going to get started right now. I got two for you that's very interesting. So we're going to get right to it, so you are not behind on your day today. When I stay, it's because the commitment I made, not the promises that were broken. Read that one more time for you, because I think you think you need to. I think some people need to hear that. When I stay, it's because of the commitment I made, not the promises that were broken. Listen, people have a tendency of believing that it's because of something that they've done that get you to buy into what they're doing. They lose sight of the fact that you had a part to play. Like, you had to agree to be a part of something. Like, you had to agree to do what you said that you would do on your behalf of that commitment. Just because they break the promise, just because they go a different direction, if the commitment that you made was to, let's just say, the kids, you have to keep that commitment with the kids. It's not based upon anything that was promised to you is based upon your commitment. And so on that job that you took an agreement. You say, hey, listen, I'm gonna be here. I think I have a skill set to be here, to do things for the community or serve the people that's coming in, whether it's a nonprofit, no matter what it is, you made a commitment to it. So we believe that you stay into that commitment until you're led to do something different. And you'll know. But it ain't because of one individual or a couple individuals come along and they just, they're jealous or they have some type of envy towards you and they're trying to push you out. Well, sometimes there's a level of resistance that need to be there. And so it's the commitment. I often, we're in a space now where it's conviction over commitment at this point, right? Like it's a conviction. I have a conviction to serve students. I have a conviction to serve in the education space. I have a conviction to serve as a police officer. I have a conviction to serve as a husband, as a father, as an uncle, as a brother. When you get to a level of conviction, that's when you know for a fact where you like, okay, yeah, I'm in this. I'm in it for the long haul. And not to a point where, it's so impactful where it's damaging things that's around you. You will know. But you know when you are in something and you know when you are in there for the right reasons. So stay. You got to stay committed to it because there are individuals who are looking to you that you don't even know. They're like, man, if that was me, I would have been gone. But that's the difference. You ain't me. And I'm not you. But then there's some people who are saying, I'm glad they stayed because I'm a better person for that. Right? So it's about that level of commitment and to you and how you feel about it. Let's get to the next one. Oh man, I don't know if I want to. I'm gonna give you. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. When you serve people, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You won't see the final product. Trust the role you played and keep watch from afar. A lot of times we see things and we put in things and we put time into things and we want to see like, the vision that was given to us or the things that we saw prior to, and we're like, man, I want to see it through. I want to see it. A lot of times you're not going to be able to see it through. A lot of times you're going to have to be on the sideline when you see that thing come to pass. And so when you see it or you're watching it, sometimes it's an uncomfortable situation where you got to learn to be comfortable in that. This is a different type of leadership. This is a different type of, commitment. When you're committed to seeing some things through, it's through adversity. It is through a lot of hurt, pain, trauma, a lot of things that, that want to push you away. But I'm telling you right now, if you get comfortable being uncomfortable, yeah, I said, if you get comfortable being uncomfortable, that's when you can settle into that thing, right? So you go into that office space, you go into work today, you go into whatever it is, committed to the task that you're called to do. Bring your skill set, bring your whole self there. Because again, when you serve people, you're there to serve them. If you happen to get something in return, that's great. But understand it's a level of commitment from you. And so get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And sometimes you got to watch that thing grow from afar. You get back to it. You'll get your space. You'll get your opportunity to get back into it again. But sometimes in seasons, you got to watch things from afar. And that's okay. Let's get to this next one. I'll go to this. The last one, and then this the last one, and then I'll get you up out of here. Listen, the disruption is so that you don't get comfortable in what you believe to be a safe space. The disruption is so that you don't get comfortable in what you believe to be a safe space. A lot of times we believe when we get involved in something and because we're having a good time and people like us and we, this thing with being liked and being in the place you want to have joy and happiness. There's nothing wrong with that. And let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with that. Please understand clearly that it's okay. But I'm telling you right now, every space is not a safe space. And so you get in there, you do your job, you move on, you do what you need to do. But stay true to who you are. But when you get to a point where it starts getting disruptive and it gets to a point where it gets chaotic and your peace is getting shaken and there's some things that you got to open up your eyes to, that's when you start needing to making some choices and your faith need to kick in and say, okay, God, what are you trying to show me? Where are you trying to place me? What are you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Let's have a conversation about where we're going from here, right? Because that may no longer be a safe space. And so pay attention to the clues. Pay attention to the clues. And so again, let's go ahead and I'm gonna hit you with the last two. I'm gonna get you with the two with these last recaps here. And I think there we go. Let me go and put you in there. This is where we were at. When I say it's because of the commitment I made, not the promises that were broken. When you serve people, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You won't see the final product. Trust the role you played and keep watch from afar. The disruption is so that you don't get comfortable in what you believe to be a safe space. Hey, those were the three that came up last week that we're bringing into you right now. Again, I'm Gil Garrett, Mr. Trusted Process. If you haven't gotten over to the Mr. Trusted Process YouTube pages where you can see a recap of this, please get over there too and sign up for that and help grow this community. And also get over to Trusted the Process Facebook page. If you haven't had an opportunity to get over there as well, please join that community. And so you can keep up with some of the things that we got going on. As you can see, the merch is dropping soon. The merch is dropping soon. And I'm very comfortable with, shout out to Dak, Mr. Certified Clothing. He helped me and got me started and really opened up he really opened up to me and said, okay, Gil, these are the things that you might want to do when you starting this so you don't make these mistakes. So Dak, shout out to you, man, and I appreciate you. He was Pontiac Northern, I believe. I think it was Pontiac Northern, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it could have been Central. I don't know. So, but he was one of our students back in the day, but fully works for the city of Pontiac right now. But shout out, thank you, man. Thank you so much for the input and opening up that business, that mindset, and helping me get to where I needed to be and get this going. So the merch is dropping soon. We got some other things on here. We'll put the order where you can order at, or if you see me, I'm gonna definitely have some on me. But I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for helping us grow this community. God bless you. It's about, it's 6:18. We 2 minutes over. I see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Don't forget, trust the process, because in the process, you're going to find your purpose, and in your purpose, your assignment, because that's what we believe you're here to, because you're not just here for you, you're here for other people as well. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow.